What's up, you guys? I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre. Welcome back to the channel and this Apex Legends video. Today we are going to be covering the events of the season quest and how things are heating up in the hunt for the broken ghost. Last week we saw Crypto bonding with Watson. However, Crypto's drone hack was hacked by Revenant, and Revenant, possessing the hack drone, went around the bar terrorizing the legends, specifically Watson, and this led everybody to believe that Crypto was the mole that had given away their plans to Revenant. And this week we picked up with that story. Now really quick before we get into this, if you guys want to stay up to date on everything Apex Legends, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you can know as soon as my next video is released. But getting into the event of this week's hunt, we saw Crypto trying to defend himself from the accusations, unsure of how Revenant hacked into his drone in the first place. The other legends are pestering Crypto for answers, but Caustic goes in heavy and starts to lay out some reasoning for why Crypto might want to team up with Revenant in the first place. You see, they are both after the Syndicate. That is the crime lords who are actually in charge of and running the Apex game in league with Hammond. And Revenant is also trying to find the people in the Syndicate who did this to him in the first place and exact his revenge. So technically, Revenant and Crypto have mutual enemies that it would seem to make sense for them to desire to work together. And Crypto fires immediately back at Caustic, claiming he must be the mole. Why else would he have such a well-manufactured story linking Crypto and Revenant to each other? And in the midst of this bickering, Loba speaks up and shouts that it does not matter anymore. That the demonio, he already knows where she is and what's going to happen, what the plans are, so it doesn't matter, and that she's surprised she's not dead already. Bangalore, at this point, actually steps up and tries to speak up for Loba, and she says something about things have gone too far. Loba leaves anyway, trying to relieve Bangalore of anything by saying, "Don't worry about me, Sergeant," and leaves out the window. Caustic and Crypto are still bickering at each other when Watson begs them to stop, and then asks Wraith to lead her away to a private place where she asks to be alone with her thoughts. She realized she has been betrayed. She realized she has trusted somebody she shouldn't have, but she doesn't know who it is. Is Crypto wrong? Is Caustic wrong? Are they both wrong? She doesn't know, and she feels very hurt and unsure. She's still a very young and naive girl that's caught up in these very intense games and is still trying to learn the intricacies of being a human and interacting with other people, because for a very long time all she's known are herself and her father and the Apex games, and interacting with people is still a new thing for Watson. So as you can tell, things are heating up here, closing in on the final weeks of the season quest. We have 2 hunts left and an epilogue, so 3 total chapters and a whole lot of questions still needing to be answered. Who is the mole who gave away the information to Revenant in the first place? How was Revenant able to hack into Crypto's drone? I personally think that this might have something to do with Crypto's long-lost foster sister, Mila, who you might remember from his original launch trailer. That's part of what he is so upset about. She was kidnapped by the Syndicate for some secrets that they found out, and her subsequent disappearance was blamed on him. However, in the Lost Treasures event trailer, we did receive a small teaser message at the very end. A message from Mila, it can only be assumed, coming from the hacked drone, saying, quote, "T, be careful, they're watching you." So, after seeing that, after seeing Crypto's drone be hacked, after hearing Mila's voice come out of that drone in the Lost Treasures event trailer, I believe Mila is actually the one that passed on the information to Revenant. Now, every week that we get a new piece, it's becoming clearer and clearer we are assembling some sort of robot head. I called this from the moment we saw these pieces flying in the Season 5 trailer. We'd be building a robot head. And then combine that with an interview from Tom Casiello, one of the writers for Apex Legends, and he specifically mentioned that the new legend, one of the future legends, is somehow connected to Revenant's abilities. We are right now doing a big season quest involving Revenant, going into a land where he is the ruler, and then assembling artifacts from that land. I highly anticipate we are constructing the next season legend right here. You may have seen other leaks for other legends like somebody named Nova or Rampart, but I just want to remind all of you that Forge was a quote-unquote leaked legend. He had images, he had lines of code detailing his abilities. They put a whole bunch of fake stuff in the game to lead people to believe he was going to be the legend for Season 4. They even made official programming claiming he was going to be the new legend, but then switched out for Revenant anyway. So it's not like Respawn doesn't have the ability to pull a good old bait and switch. I personally believe this thing right here we're building is the new legend for Season 6, and I couldn't be more excited. And if you love the epic story that Respawn Entertainment has been wrapping around Apex Legends, go ahead and click the playlist that's on your screen right now to find out the origin stories of the different legends. Can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre, and I'm out.